wickedness and carnalness out of our lives and replace it with some things that go, because we're waiting for the Lord to come back, and we don't want to end up with the Lord finding us with a bunch of gunk in our lives. There's some folks that got so much stuff in their life, they can't even like their lamps. See, understand. So watch this. So much of that residue and that ash mixed with that oil, when you got that stuff all collecting down in there and you don't trim it and you don't take care of it, all that stuff will just start to collect and build up there. And then when you try to light it, amen, somebody. And that's what's happening with some of us. That's why we can't do like Jesus said, let your light so shine. You can't light no light because you got too much gunk in your life. You can't lead nobody to Christ because you got too much stuff in your life. But if you learn to just remove some stuff and replace some stuff, you might. I've given this visit, but y'all, time for business 101. Time for business 101. I've given this before. Two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Kim, you gonna get this in physics, so just say your preacher taught you this. Watch this. If I draw a circle and I stand in the circle, can't nobody else stand in that circle unless I move out of the circle. Say I stand in the circle and Brother Taylor want to stand in the circle. Ain't enough room for me and Brother Taylor. Why y'all laughing? Amen, somebody. Either I'm going to have to move voluntarily, or Brother Taylor at his best is going to have to move. All I can say is, as a young boy say, Brother Taylor, bring your A game. But watch this. We got to understand that you can't have a carnal, we talked about this morning in Sunday school. You can't have a carnal mind and a spiritual mind at the same time. Two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. You can't have a mind that's geared toward the flesh and a mind that's geared toward the spirit. Jesus said on one occasion, no man can serve two masters. You're either going to love the one or hate the other. So who your master is? Well, we got to understand. Move some things out the way. Get some things out your life. You don't want to be caught when the bridegroom comes and you got too much stuff in your lamp. We got to move some things. We got to get some things out the way so that we can be pleasing to Almighty God. Hebrews chapter 12, verse number 1. The Bible says, therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. James chapter 1 and verse number 21, the Bible says, therefore lay aside all filthiness and overflow of wickedness, and receive with meekness the implanted word which is able to save your soul. We got to move some stuff so that we might be what God would have us to be. And then finally, miss opportunity. Look at verse number 9.